What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, look, I'm just up here from the shop. It's lunchtime. I figured I'd come up here and get something, a little in the belly. But I never thought in a million years I'd have to make this video. But I feel it's only right that you guys know what's been going on here at Camp BRG for the last couple weeks. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this story about 2 weeks ago, because it leads up to today. Actually, still with this mess is going on. So, as you guys know, we came back from an event where we took Homer down, done some burnouts, hung out with a few people, friends actually, and just had a good weekend. Kathy and myself, we got away. I went and had a good time. Roasted Homer to the ground, which is always fun. But anyway, so we came back home and, I edited the video, uploaded the video. As you guys know, I upload a video and then I upload a short from the same video. Kind of spread it across the board for everybody. So, in the meantime, after that event, I kind of perused through YouTube and Facebook and everything else like everyone else at break time, so on and so forth. And I happened to see some negative comments regarding the event that we had just come home from. Now, as you guys know, that, I stay pretty neutral. I don't start none. I don't get in anybody else's business. I don't put my nose where it's not supposed to be. I just do us here at BRG, and that's work on our cars, put the content out, do my job, do my family life, and rinse and repeat. I've done it that way for a little over 2 years now here on BRG. But this one just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So respectfully, I put a comment out there on what I thought of said event. And left it alone. That was the end of it. No harm, no foul, right? Which I thought. So, it wasn't but maybe a day or two later, I got a notification from YouTube that one of my videos was demonetized, limited for ad suitability, so on and so forth. Which is weird because I've never gotten one of those for my content, but I have for one of my live events, multiple live events, and we'll touch on that later. Okay, let me get through this portion first. So, which I thought was kind of odd, so I had to scroll through and I had to appeal that. So, what they'll do is it's either AI generated or it has an actual human watch the video and determine whether or not the flagged for reported content is legitimate or not. So while I'm waiting on that appeal, I start getting other notifications for YouTube. And I'll try to put them up here in the corner in the video if I don't forget. Then it's like 2 videos. And then 3 videos. And then 10 videos. And then essentially all of my videos are now flagged for anything from, I guess, just like maybe the common cuss word, somebody drops the F-bomb by accident, to some of the most outlandish claims that your mind can imagine. And you guys know us here at Buster Radio Garage is we are a family-friendly channel. Now, yes, I do some ignorance in the shop, what some people would deem as unsafe. And, I respectfully accept those comments in my comment section because, I'm not the safest guy on YouTube, and I'm definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I'm saying. But, it's family friendly. We find it humorous sometimes. And if we're doing something kind of weird, we generally just say, hey, don't do what we're doing. We're idiots here. Well, I'm the idiot, essentially. Kathy's the smart one of the group, and we all know it. But anyway, yeah, it was just kind of weird. So I have a couple private groups I'm involved in on the old Facebook. And I was putting in the comments, or putting in starting a comment thread in those groups that, hey, look, I don't know what the future of my channel is right now because we've never experienced this. And on my YouTube as of right now, we have like 304 videos. Now, I think I have roughly 200 of those that are long form content, and I have roughly 100 and some of those are shorts or short form content, right? But it was just weird that all of a sudden, whammo, we just got hit with our entire channel is essentially just being flagged and striked, and just we're catching them, in the chin. And I'm like, what is going on? So, as you guys know, YouTube is extremely hard to get a hold of and rectify, right? To try to make something happen. Fortunately, we were able to get in with a virtual chat, get a hold of somebody later on in that day, have a meeting, like what is going on here? And what we do know, here's what we know. It was 3 to 4 individuals. Now, whether those individuals were real people, bots, hackers, whatever you want to call them, were just the same 3 to 4 were just wham, 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 nailing my channel left and right. Now, it's kind of hard to speak on some of this, but it's deemed suspicious is what I'm getting, right? So fortunately, we were all able to come to an agreement that, Busted Radio Garage has as you guys know, when you submit a video, you have to submit, you have to go through this questionnaires or know this, none of this, none of that, none of that. You hit accept, and then you go up and you hit submit, and it approves you as saying, okay, your video is good to go. And then once you do that, you hit, upload video, and it goes through processing, checks, and then approved, right? And if you look within your YouTube, you can see where hey, they tell you, all of your videos have met exactly what your report card says. And I think they give you some leniency, right? On hey, look, this channel's got, bam, A+ rating. He does a good job. He puts them out there versus he puts them out there and none of what he says is true, right? So I think they had some leniency on us with that. So I think it was I don't know, 2 days later, we got, here, let me back up. I think they'd done a combination of AI checks versus human checks. And then a couple days later, we were able to get 100 some of our videos back. They were monetized. We were good to go. They were where they were at a couple days ago. So awesome. So we're keeping an eye on it. And in the meantime, I had a couple videos down that I recorded in the shop. So I tested the waters, if you will. So I released a video regarding car collection memorabilia where, you can collect signs or hubcaps or toys or whatever, vintage toys, and you either keep in your man cave, your garage, so on and so forth. The very minute I put that thing up, it wasn't a minute or two later, it got flagged as inappropriate content. And I'm like, okay, now we know for sure somebody is targeting Busted Radio Garage. Again, whether or not it was 3 or 4 real people, it was bots, or it's hackers. So we knew my channel was under attack, and we had to do something to keep from losing it, right? Because when obviously we're not a multi-million subscriber channel, not even close, but it doesn't mean that we haven't put in the time, the effort, the resources, the money, whatever. Plus, I have all of my sponsors or supporters I've got to worry about too, right? So if all these people are backing us with either tools or equipment or monetary funds or parts or signage, or they're doing my cars, their names are attached to whatever I do, right? So now do I call these people and say, hey, look, we're being attacked from out of nowhere? If God forbid my channel was to just get dropped right off the bat before I'm able to explain to them or to you or to my family and friends or whatever, hey, what happened to BRG? You guys were on a roll and now it's gone. So that's a lot. It's dang, what do I do? So we fought this battle and fought this battle and fought this battle, and my videos are coming back around and they're being remonetized and we're good to go. Now, here is the weird part, okay? The very video that I put out that created me to leave this comment, right? We have 2 videos that have not been released back as suitable content or monetized. And I'll give you a guess on which 2 those are. Those 2 are the long form content and the short form content video that I commented on to begin with, which are still the 2 I'm waiting on. So we've come full circle back to those 2 which seem to have initiated this entire mess. So again, I'm happy we have 99.9% of our videos back, our content's back, our channel's back in good standing, but we're still waiting on those 2 videos to be brought back to us. So I don't know what's going on there. Again, if this is hackers or bots I really can't be mad at. They're bots. But if they're hackers or real people doing this, I don't understand what the problem is. I truly don't. There's nothing here to be offended of. There's nothing here that's done wrong that would offend you other than it's just the problem is you. Maybe you need to look inward. I don't know. Now, going back to the other videos that we've been flagged-ish on, right? Which is content, but it's kind of not. And then that was at the very, very, very beginning of my channel. As you guys know, during the summertime, we're at events all the time. 9 months of the year, we travel. We're Florida, we're in Indiana, we're in Tennessee, we're in Oklahoma, we're in Texas. It doesn't really, we're everywhere is what I'm saying. But in the wintertime, to make up for not being at events, we host lives. We try to do them once a week from right here in my office. You'll see me sitting here, and we do giveaways at almost every live, if not all of them. I'm going to go with almost all of them. And we sit here, and if you're in the chat and you're a subscriber or a member to the channel and you're supporting us and you're part of the community, what we do is we use there it goes to prove my point. We use the patent pending BRG Cool Whip Bowl, and we put everybody's names in here that's in the chat. Unless we have Oprah night, we draw names. If your name's drawn, you get a free tool, you get a free car part, you get a free piece of merch. Sometimes you get all of them. It can be anything. And then if it's Oprah night, everybody that's in the chat gets something. And we will spend 3 or 4 days in here, myself with the girls, and we'll send out 100, 200, 300, 400 gifts all over this world. I mean, the last time we done one, we went to 7 different countries. BRG something went somewhere. That I don't understand, because every one of those, for the longest time, the minute we would shut the live down, our lives were instantly flagged. They were pulled down, and it would be 2 or 3 days before the lives were put back up for people to enjoy. Which absolutely blew my mind. Like, what is there to be upset about? What is there to flag? Unless you're just one of those bitter beer-faced people that sit at home and their arms are crossed and they're pouting and something's wrong. I don't understand. And, I mean, if you're just that kind of person, I feel sorry for you. It's unfreaking believable. And if you're one of those people sitting at home creating this mess for me, for whatever reason, you're a terrible, horrible, like, all in caps letters, bold lettering, horrible person. It is unfreaking believable, because you are ruining it for everybody else. Unreal. But anyway, so I just wanted to get in there and kind of explain to everybody what's going on. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's unreal. Fortunately, our channel's back. We're good to go. We're waiting on a couple of videos. If God forbid we don't get those back, whatever. I do want to tell you this, that I've been working in the shop or working on cars. I do have content to put out, but to be honest with you, I'm not going to waste that on this right now. I want to make sure our channel's good to go, because God forbid I don't want to put out another video for you guys to enjoy regarding Homer or Noisy Cricket or, Hot Mess or the VGG Monza or any of that, and it's flagged as inappropriate just for some BS reason, and you don't get to enjoy it. So and I don't want to make this about the monetized portion, because it's not. Money's not everything. You guys know that from me to you. I mean, I've given away more than I'll probably ever make on this channel. So it's not about that. It's the principle of it. It's just unfreaking believable. And before I get off here, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has supported us the last couple of weeks through this mess. I mean, we've had other YouTubers help. We've had people willing to write letters, willing to send emails, willing to protest and do whatever they could to make YouTube understand that this is not legit. Someone or something is just attacking us for no reason. I just can't understand how, one comment is made has created this entire mess. It's just unreal. And it's coming from a guy who just does not get involved. I don't care for a bully. I don't like it. Never have, never will. You know, and us just catching them on the chin like this, you know, it's unbelievable. I love fighting the good fight. I truly do. But you got to understand, in this world, you know, sometimes you're gonna lose fighting the good fight. The only thing you can hope to do is, you know, maybe lose the battle but win the war. You know, if you see something, say something. But you know, there are consequences to doing so. Fortunately, we here are in a position where we can fight it, do what we can. If we're unable to fight it alone, we can reach out to some friends to help us out. If you feel you're in that position to where, you know, you can't take a mob, you know, coming at you swinging, maybe it's best to just stay out of it. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base with everybody and let them know what's going on here. It's not that, you know, we don't want to tell you some of these things. It's just we want to tell you in a timely manner so it doesn't either make it worse or cause problems for you trying to help. Make sense? But other than that, that's it, guys, man. Hey, look, as usual, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being here. That's going to be it. So we'll catch you next time. BRG out.